Hello everyone, this is Shiv Prem, a legal intern at Lexis and Company and currently pursuing BLLB honors from Central University of South Bihar. In this today's session, I am dealing with the topic of abolition of untouchability and titles in the Indian Constitution. In the first part, I had gone through the abolition of untouchability under Indian Constitution, and in this part, I will be dealing with the abolition of titles under Indian Constitution. So let us start this topic with Article 18 of the Indian Constitution, which deals with the abolition of titles since it cannot practice furthermore. This article has also some sections that give deep sense of to understand this particular article. Article 18 clause 1, which states that no title not being a military or academic distinction will be confirmed by the state. Article 18 clause 2, which states about the no citizen of India will accept any title from any of the foreign states. Article 18 clause 3, which states about the no person who is not a citizen of India will, while he holds any office of the profit or trust under the state, except without the consent of the president any little from any foreign states. Article 18 clause 4, which states that no person holding any office of the profit or the trust under the state shall, without the consent of the president, accept any of the parents' enrollments or the office of any kind form or under any foreign states. Now let us see what is the object of Article 18. Application of principle of democratic equality seeks to prevent the power to confer titles being abused for corrupting public life. To maintain the state stands to prevent the growth of nobility in India, to promote equality of status as envisaged in the preamble of the Constitution. Now, there are sanctions, some sanctions behind Article 18. By receiving a title by a person is violation of prohibition but not an offence. Such prohibition can be enforced against a state by a person by a writ petition under the Constitution. Remedy is available only for the enforcement of rights conferred by the Constitution. Now, the position of titles in other countries. The United States of America, whose constitution especially bars the conferment of nobility, follows the practice of regularly conferring civil awards, like the presidential model of freedom. The Canadian government established the Order of Canada in 1967, and it is awarded for a wide variety of the fields including agriculture, ballet, medicine, philanthropy and others. The Order of Canada has 3 levels of membership: companion, officer and member. In France, the Palmes Academic is awarded for merit in teaching and for literate science and under cultural activities. Now let us see some cases related to abolition of titles, like Balaji Raghavan versus Union of India. In the light of events of misuse of national awards, the constitutionality of national awards was challenged as violative of Article 18 of the Constitution. A petition was filed under Article 226 of the Constitution in High Court of Madras by Balaji Raghavan, seeking by the way of writ of mandamus to prevent the Union of India from conferring any of the national awards. The issue went to the Honorable Supreme Court, and the issue was whether the awards Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri national awards are titles within the meaning of the Article 18 clause 1 of the Constitution of India. The Supreme Court held that the national awards are not violative of the principle of equality as guaranteed by the provision of the Constitution. The theory of equality does not mandate that merit should be recognized. Article 51 A, subclause J, exhorts every citizen to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. It is therefore necessary that there should be a system of awards and decorations to recognize excellence in the performance of these duties. The national awards do not amount to titles within the meaning of Article 18 Clause 1 and they should not be issued as suffix or prefix. So, from the above disclosure, it can be said in no uncertain terms that the Constitution implies contains the principles of social justice, right from the preamble, fundamental rights to directive principles of a state policy, and in various other provisions. The Constitution truly reflects the vision of welfare state with a view of ameliorating a historical injustice perpetrated on scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other downtrodden people, widely termed as Dalits. The founding fathers have introduced a right in the shape of Article 17, which in need a fundamental right and justifiable too. Although the word untouchable is not specifically denied in the said article, yet it covers the whole gamut of social disabilities hurled at the aforementioned person. And under the abolition of titles, the Supreme Court gave direction regarding procedure to be adopted before grant of award. The grant of Padma Awards without any form or proper guidelines, which should be a footprint method of selection, is bound to breed nepotism, favoritism and corruption. It noted that there should be a system of awards and decorations to recognize excellence in performance of duties by the citizens. That's all for now. Let us meet in the next session with some different topic, and please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.